Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. This one here is Kurt Busch's 2018 Bristol Night Race, Raced Version Elite. So we'll start with the box and we'll go on from there. So if you've gotten this car, you know it comes on a base. And because it comes on a base, you get a big, tall box. I mean, obviously you can see it's a sizable amount taller. One of 327 Elites. So there's our basic cover, same old, just a little expanded. So let me go into the base. So here's the base it comes on. There's usually two screws all the way through. They're mounted, and then I think they're gelled around or something. I'm not really sure. I don't remember how I got this out, honestly. I have a few strategies I've used. Occasionally, I have just drilled the head of the screw off. So you get this mounted and you put it in a good spot where you can put some pressure on it without hurting the car. And then you just drill through and pop the head off. And then, you know, this is loose, so you can turn it and get it out. And then once it's out, you can actually spin the car around and it'll spin itself off of this here. So that's one way to do it. This time, I think I actually took a Torx or some heavier bit, and I pounded it into the screw so it couldn't, stay loose. And I actually turned the screw out, and then again spun it around. So basically, what you can do is the car sits on the base like this, and there's spacers underneath it. And once you get one screw out, you can kind of lift on it and start spinning the car around. And all you have to do is make sure it clears the tires, which, when the tire comes in, you just push the suspension up, and it'll do it. So if you're ever having an issue, I think I did a base removal video on Kurt Busch's 500 win and Kyle Busch's NAS Bristol win. So check those videos out. Maybe I can link them in the description. I've never really filled out the description if you've never noticed, so I might fill it out. But if you are struggling, that is how you can get them off. I think I use two different methods for that, but otherwise, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer it and let you know if there's any issues you run into or anything you can do differently to help yourself. What does come with this car? Well, 10 years of Stewart-Haas racing. An elite card that means nothing. Lionel Garage thing. I'm sure you've gotten this with every single car you've gotten. Yeah, I've never put a car in the garage. Too useless. Takes too much time. Interface is pretty bad. Just not worth my time. Waste Winner sticker. You also get this. Yay. Yeah, so for some reason, the advertising agency, or let's see, who is it? License vendor. It's a regulatory agency, but they regulate. Monster Energy has to be mounted to a base. Busch Beer doesn't have to be mounted to a base. NAS Energy also. So energy drinks have to be mounted to a base. But, again, beer doesn't. Beer used to, but it doesn't anymore. So Busch Beer or Miller Lite, nope, those don't have to be on there. And I'm trying to remember the other ones that don't have to be on there that are, you would think are kind of ridiculous and probably should be on there. I know those are the ones that I was thinking of. But yeah, for some reason, Monster Energy has to be on a base. Kind of a stupid thing, in my opinion. Onto the card. Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race winner. He led 24 laps and won by 0.3 of a second. Kyle Larson, runner-up. And he got his 6th Bristol win, and he almost got 7th last week, but he didn't quite have enough time, or he slipped up and wasn't able to get back to Kyle Busch, his brother, and knock him out of the way. So, yeah, would have been fun to see. I think it would have been a neat finish, and I think that would have been really fun to watch, to see the brothers battle it out. But those Busch brothers can really run at Bristol, so let's move all them cards and boxes out of the way, and let's get on to the beauty down here. 4 minutes in, and we haven't gotten to the car. My apologies. So, down the left side, we do have flat black car here. Ugh, there's something on the car. We do have the markings here on the rim. I'm not sure if that's just brake rotor dust or something, but you can see all the markings on the tire. Down the left side here, we've got number 41, a little bit of markings, rivets down along the skirt. Left rear tires kind of scuffed up or beat around. A little mark there by the Monster Energy on the corner. American Ethanol Ring, Haas CNC. On the back, we've got Monster Energy, Ford. I believe he had a bump here. DIN 214, Haas CNC there again. And then Kurt Busch on the back window. These are really hard to get open. There, we got it. So there's our fuel cell in there. no longer on the ARCs, which I might get a few ARCs to try them out. I think I got to see if I can let them grow on me or not, because these Elites are expensive. And I'm thinking I'm still going to go with the Elite, but I'm going to try a few ARCs out, see if I like them, and I'll probably end up back with the Elite, but we'll see. Down the right side here, there's some rivets. You can see some marking up there on the Haas CNC, rubber buildup and stuff. Rivets along the skirt again. Haas CNC again, 41, and there you can see just kind of the rubber marks all around there. Now let's get to the goodies. So for the second time in a row, or not second time, but second win of Kurt Busch's in a row, we have Bear Bond on the nose. If you have gotten his Daytona race, it's the same kind of thing, except it has grass and stuff too. But so there you can see the Bear Bond on the hood there. And it's all along the hood, so I don't know if he buckled the hood up or something, but yeah, they just Bear Bonded off. There you can see we got the Fusion logo there, kind of bent. And then you can see they actually did a pretty good job on the texture of that Bear Bond. I would like to see it maybe shine a little more, but you know what? That's okay. It happens. You know, they did a pretty darn good job. I would like to see it shine more. By no means is that a bash. It's just, you know, something that I think would be cool. Monster Energy, though, on there. 41 and Monster Energy there with the roof antennas. I actually have a black one. I thought that was kind of cool, a black roof antenna. I think I might have done that, though, because I found it in my pile of antennas that didn't work, so I think I must have had to scrape it with a knife or something to get it so it would actually fit in a car, which we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, so we got the driver mirror there and the window net. And then the last thing is under the hood. So while I'm getting the hood open, I'm going to explain what I mean. So if anyone has gotten the Elites recently, you'll notice, or probably have noticed, that the amount of antennas that do not fit on your car has grown quite a bit. I mean, it used to be like you'd have an occasional one or two that didn't fit. Well, the number has just gotten way out of hand. I mean, like I think I got a pile of 15 to 20 antennas that either came broken or they don't fit because the antenna is misshapen and it didn't get, you know, for whatever reason, it's not the correct size. So yes, it is an issue. I don't know if they're addressing it or planning to fix it, but it's definitely risen as an issue, and I know I'm not the only one because I've seen some stuff on Facebook about people who have gotten just really bad antennas they have no chance of fitting on the car, and yet, you know, and I can't get this hood open. It's locked down. Come on. Don't want to push on it too hard, so I guess I'll use a little pencil eraser. There we go. Popped it open. That was really locked down there. Again, I like it when they're locked down, kind of, but there is a point where if I can't get it off, it doesn't help. So, as you can see here, something's weird, but anyway, not going to deal about it now. There's our engine detail. It's the good engine, so that is the main number one reason I have stuck with these Elites. Not for anything besides the fact that it actually has an engine and not a plastic block on the interior for the motor, and that's been the biggest thing, plus the fact that it's a metal chassis, because I look at it this way. If I'm going to take a car and get it signed, I want it to be on a metal chassis and be a nicer car. I want it to be a more quality item versus a cheaper car. So, again, I'm going to probably get Brad Keselowski's Vegas and Indy win in ARC. I think that might be the only two I'm looking at. And I'm just going to see if I like them or not. But there's our undercarriage there, DIN 214. But you can see it's just there's so much more quality on the underneath side and stuff. So if you just put them on the shelf and they don't move ever again, then yeah, the ARCs are probably fine. But for me, I really do like to admire these. You know, just if I'm bored or I've got a spare minute, I'll go and, you know, if I'm passing by my shelves, I like to take a look at them and, you know, just admire them. It's just part of the hobby. So, you know, that's probably why I'll stick with the Elites. I just think they're that good, but careful, but anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I lost my distraction. I got a little distracted there, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. Richmond tonight, I think Kevin Harvick's got the best car tonight. He sat on the pole, so it should be interesting. Oh, no. Hey, I don't think you're supposed to be there, but anyway, let me know what you think. A collection video coming soon. That's pretty much it for me. So like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you all in the next Diecast review.